Hello and welcome to the 14th edition of Monday Review. This is TOI's weekly home update of print news from Chandigarh, Mohali and Panchkula with your host Satyajit Chakravarti. The top story was about child lifters, one of them in khaki. A trap laid at the Zirakpur barrier on Raksha Bandhan ended the run of a gang of 5 that had stolen 6 to 7 babies. Busted before passing on a newborn for ₹4 lakh, the band included a Punjab police constable. Crime reporter Pawan Tiwari will tell us more.
The gang lifted the baby from a government hospital in Sangrur with the help of a health worker, which has struck many times before in Punjab. The gang women would scout for rich childless couples willing to buy stolen infants. Around 2 weeks ago, this nexus sold a baby girl for ₹1 lakh to a couple in Sector 40.
Thanks Pawan, and here's how the gang operated.
The child lifters of Punjab, Asha worker Sarabjit Kaur, stole a 2-day-old boy from his mother in Malerkotla, Sangrur on the pretext of taking him to a doctor. The gang landed in the city to hand over the baby to decoy customers. Police also recovered an 11-day-old baby girl from Sector 21 on the gang's disclosure. Sarabjit Kaur had taken the girl from her poor parents by telling them her sister would adopt the child. Already with 3 daughters, the couple had agreed. But later, the infant was sold off in the city. Patiala's Asha worker Kuldeep Kaur was Sarabjit's partner in crime in stealing many children. They had another woman, Bhavna of Sector 45, for scouting rich, childless couples. Constable Amarjit Singh and one Mandeep Singh would ship the babies. The gang was in Amarjit's Maruti Alto car when caught. The band had sold off infants in Chandigarh, Punjab, Delhi and Rajasthan. A special investigation team is tracing the couples to whom the babies were passed on. The gang's price was ₹1 lakh for baby girls and ₹4 lakh for baby boys.
Moving on from crime to COVID-19, Mohali reached the dubious milestone of 1,000 overall cases. Barinderjeet Singh Saluja on the outbreak's new epicenter.
The new cases are from urban pockets of Kharar, Mohali, Zirakpur and Derabasi, besides the villages of Nayagaon, Landra, Baltana, Saidpura, Hoshiarpur and Wagari. Contacts infected most of them. The patients are in isolation wards while their families were called for testing. Contact tracing is also in progress.
A worrisome situation indeed. Thanks Barinder, and we also have statistical history of the situation.
The first case in Mohali came up on March 20, the 152 days later on May 11, the 500th after 68 days on July 18, and the 1000th in just 18 days from there on August 5. Till May 26, the district had recorded only 3 COVID deaths, but from June 30, 10 were reported. Mohali's recovery rate slipped from 74% on June 22 to 62% by July 23. On May 21, when the district declared itself COVID-free, the recovery rate was 97% with 3 deaths. Mohali's total active cases are 571, with 674 cured and 19 deaths. The total overall figure is 1,264.
In more COVID news, a block in Dhanas and a locality in Manimacha became Chandigarh's new containment zones. The mobile phone market of Sector 22 was closed for a week and odd even has returned to ready markets. A government school in Panchkula held classes in defiance of public orders. Also, a 62-year-old patient jumped off the 5th floor of Government Medical College and Hospital, Sector 32 after coming back from a center for mild cases and being allegedly told that he wouldn't survive. The question of survival confronts even the fitness industry. Many gyms in the Tri-City opened from Wednesday, but bringing the members back will be a tough exercise. Tri-City shouldn't be demoralized. 2 of his candidates rank among top 100 in the civil services entrance test. Punjab's IS officer's daughter Ridhima Srivastav stood 74th and Dr. Darpan finished 80th. Ridhima shares the success formula with TOI's readers.
Like all children, I was greatly inspired by the work that my parents do. Apart from that, the successful candidates who have cleared UPSC in the past, both from my alma mater, Punjab Engineering College, and otherwise, were a constant source of inspiration for me. My first preference is the Indian Foreign Service, followed by the Indian Administrative Service, and then the Indian Police Service. My strategy was fairly simple. I collected a lot of information from the internet and compiled a book list. Following that, I planned my timetables for the next few months before the preparation began. And then I followed through with the timetables. I was consistent with my studying, and I think that every little bit added up in the end.
Thanks, Ridhima, for being so inspiring. The Housing Board also finds room for improvement. Chandigarh Housing Board has at last approved a paying guest policy for its independent homes. Fire in a congested PG accommodation of Sector 32 had killed 3 girls on Feb 22. Out again, TOI's Shoot on Sight Citizen Reporter Squad is exposing everything from the open traps of Sector 17 to the occupied corridors of Panchkula. Android users can download the CR app from Google Play, while Apple users can visit App Store. Send in your contributions and keep reading the Times of India. To get your copy, call us at this number.
1800 121 0005.
See you next week. Stay safe.